All right, we are here today to talk about the price of Bitcoin. It has reached a critical area, or I will say at least an important area, as you can see by these lines right here. We're going to talk about what that means and what that means for the future of Bitcoin. But I do believe, no matter what we discuss today, in the medium to long term, maybe even in January, I expect Bitcoin to be challenging for 48,000. But we're going to have to endure some ranging and maybe some drawback before then. Let's talk about that now. Technical analysis. I'm going to move over to one of my favorite tools, that is TradingView. I love this tool and use it daily in the crypto world. I'm going to look at their provided technical analysis. I'm going to start at the 1 day. We're showing a neutral on the summary, a sell on the oscillators, and a buy on the moving averages. On the weekly, we're showing a buy, a sell with the oscillators. Moving averages are a strong buy, and the 1 month is a strong buy with oscillators being neutral and moving averages being a strong buy. And I think this technical analysis, which it should, is reflecting what we're seeing here on the charts. Let's back up on Bitcoin and take a look and see if we can figure out what's going on. I've switched to the weekly. I have this trend line on the weekly, which you can see since October, really September for Bitcoin, but across crypto since October, we've had a fantastic rise in crypto and Bitcoin. Okay, we've all known that if we've been paying attention. We were around 27,000 in Bitcoin. We're up around 42,000 now. So we have had a fantastic rise in Bitcoin, which has been good for the crypto market altogether. What I want to show is this. This is the same trend line that I had on the weekly. Okay, I'm on the daily now, so that's what you need to watch. This blue trend line that's going up. Once we made our high in December, it was December 8th, Bitcoin made its high right around 44,700, something like that loosely. We started giving back some of those gains 100% naturally. It's perfectly fine. What we didn't want to see is a big push in crypto and then immediate fallback. And when I mean fallback, I mean 50% or greater. That would have indicated that we were victims of market manipulation of some sort, that the knowers pushed the price up intentionally to get buyers in and then took the rug out from under us. We are not seeing that across any major coin in crypto. This run up looks to be 100% natural, and it's behaving as such. That's why I'm saying it's perfectly acceptable for us to have expected some kind of decline or retracement after a huge move in Bitcoin. And that's what we saw over these days. These lines indicated lower highs and lower lows, a slight downtrend, which was of no concern. I think I put the level here right around 40,000, which was the bottom of this wick and the top of this wick. And we didn't really want to see price fall below that, and it hasn't, okay? One thing I do notice today is that once we broke out of this falling channel, price stayed up toward around 44,000. Over the last 4 days, it has started giving some of that back, and I'm seeing some wicks start to form at the top of this falling channel and also at the top of this rising trend line that we showed on the weekly. It's very interesting where price is sitting right here, 42,600 roughly. So what's price going to do next? I don't know. I don't know. I hope you didn't wait that long for the video to be disappointed. But let's say it this way: nobody else knows. Now we can have a feeling. We can try to predict and react, which I think is reacting is the best course of action, and that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to show you how you could react no matter which way the price goes. Now let me say this: looking back over the last 2 years at Bitcoin, we have ranged toward the last part of December, and then we broke out the first and second week of January. We range because the world is quiet. It's coming to the end of the year, and the financial markets are just quiet in the biggest countries of the world. So there's no surprise that we might range. And so far, we've ranged basically in all of December. after we made this high, we've been ranging in Bitcoin from 44.8 to around 40,000. I expect that ranging to continue over the next week or two, and then we'll get our bigger move in January. That's what I believe. It wouldn't surprise me if price broke these trend lines and started moving on down. It would surprise me if I saw price come here and not get bought back up. Okay, so if price fell down to 40,000 and it did not get bought back up, I would be surprised. B, we would have to take a look at crypto again and find out what the market pattern is telling us, because it would be telling us we're in for some more down movement before we're going to ever be able to come up and challenge these December highs. But if price just meanders down here and slowly comes on down here over the next few days and hits 40,000, do not be concerned, especially if it gets picked back up like it did here when it hit, like it did here when it got close, here when it got close, and here when it got close. It may do that. That would be perfectly fine. I would be surprised if crypto or Bitcoin broke its December highs over the next week or two. It's really given us no indication that it has any momentum to go over that. It could. It's just given us no indication that it would. So I'm expecting a range right here. Now, everything I'm hearing and seeing as far as price, let me look at this. Look at that. As far as technical analysis on the longer term, monthly is still showing a strong buy. As far as what I'm hearing, people in crypto that know more than I do, is that January could be a good month, and 2024 quite possibly could be a fantastic year for crypto. Okay, so everything we're seeing in Bitcoin, we should be grateful for the fantastic run up we've had over the last couple of months, and everything we're seeing right now is very natural. I do want to show one other thing on the weekly that I saw and forgot to mention. You could draw kind of a wedge like this that encompasses the highs and lows of these last few weeks, and it would look something like this, just roughly. Okay, which shows us that price is getting smaller and smaller. It's constricting into a wedge pattern. What that means is that it could range within this, getting smaller, compressing more and more until it finally breaks out, which would line up perfectly for a breakout in the first or second week of January. Again, it's everything we're seeing is pointing towards some ranginess here and then a breakout. Which way will it break out? All indications are it will break out up and start challenging, or at least start moving toward the 48,000. If it breaks below 40, we got to have a different conversation. I don't think that'll happen. I really don't. But crypto is crypto. Financial markets are financial markets. We don't know. We can only do the best we can to find probabilities and hope that those probabilities put us in, find patterns that give us a probability for success. And that's what we're looking at here. So that's the update on Bitcoin. Be sure to check back. Have no fear until we break 40,000, which I'd be surprised if we do. Check back and let's see if we can watch us run on up to 48,000 toward the beginning of next year. All right. Y'all take care.